Hello, cape shit. Welcome to another episode of Shittywebcomics Weekly, brought to you by our subscribe star backers. You can check out our real videos, all the extra big ass super deep dives, and the real meaty content, the real shit, on our subscribe star linked below. Probably in the card link below. Or it's possible I'll go back and change all the card links to just the link to the subscribe star someday. But for now, it's safer to just link to the card. So, anyways, today, I guess I should zoom in on this a bit for now. But this is today's the 27th of January, and the Common America 5 just launched. And somebody linked to a fucking, I think this is like some YouTube community post or some shit, where Comics Matter with ya boy Zach just posted that he backed Common America Volume 5. Now, here's the thing. For people who don't know behind the scenes, Richard is not allowed to do this. But clearly, the control over him just doesn't count for anything anymore. He doesn't really care.
It's got to be exhausting, first off, to keep that idiot on his leash.
Yeah, that's one factor, is his good friend Ethan Van Sciver doesn't want Richard plugging Tim and Mark's comics. Not even other people's comics, but specifically Tim and Mark's, because of the drama that goes way back that we've documented, going back years, so far back that they go back to the other channel.
It goes back years, but also goes back to just probably every single day right up to today.
It goes back to right now, even
screaming about, he's screaming about them because he actually fucking said recently, how much he hates them.
Yeah.
He calls them backstabbers and betrayers every single moment.
And that they owe him an apology. Ethan Van Sciver has referred to Tim and Mark originally as the original backstabbers, which is, first of all, the fucking one of the most effeminate behaviors in history is to be like, they betrayed me. You're acting like a girl in a fucking soap opera. Ethan Van Sciver is a soap opera broad who's always getting passed over for Emmy nominations. That's what Ethan Van Sciver
opera harpy. He's a fucking typical harpy.
He's a harpy. And what was one of the things that Doug TenNapel really laughed at is when we said that Ethan Van Sciver needs a hysterectomy because of his inflamed uterus.
Yes. He's got to have a fucking a mastectomy and a hysterectomy.
Yes, he needs to get his tits reduced. But his inflamed tits. But anyways.
And his sandy vagina.
And the thing is, at this point, I know there's still going to be people who are like, that's not true, actually. Ethan Van Sciver doesn't say that. And your boy Zach, clearly, he's not. And it's like, no, you don't know anything that's happened.
I still have the fucking receipts of it. And it doesn't matter if you think that he doesn't say that. Go and fucking make the suggestion. Go on Twitter and tell him, hey, this fucking this Common America, this is a great comic.
Go ask Ethan Van Sciver. That's another thing that people don't admit to. Ethan Van Sciver sees every notification on Twitter because he's obsessed with social media, and that's not us. People mistake this all the time. People think that we assume anything. We're actually not capable of ever assuming anything. We never have ever assumed anything in our lives. Except maybe about 20 years ago and shit. But none of this is an assumption.
I was still figuring out the stupid pattern of how dumb people are. They fucking make all these dumb mistakes. Back when I had some fucking actual respect for the human race.
Most people are just not smart enough for any kind of pattern recognition or observable behavior. They don't notice things, if you will.
But I also was ascribing to them a pattern where they would do things that made sense for their, for their well-being,
for the benefit of their doubt. Yeah,
stuff like that.
We would just give them the benefit of the doubt and say, well, okay, maybe this person is noticing something that I'm not, and then it's the exact opposite. They're not noticing shit that we are noticing.
The worst, shittiest fucking stories, the most poorly written dog shit stories, is also completely justified and having a doxing ring where they attack people on their own side.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe that anymore.
Yeah, a lot of that's fallen apart too, that whole narrative. But the thing is that there's still a lot that people don't know that we've been made aware of. Like, I wouldn't have known otherwise if we didn't fucking see it in person and, have it discovered. And a lot of it come out into the open and into public that most people still aren't aware of. But
In fact, if that's one thing, that's one pattern that I'm starting to put together now, a new pattern, is that when we find out something that's negative about these people, it turns out there is always something worse further down the line that we still don't know about.
That's very
I
true.
could take guesses at this point that some of these people that fucking Rekida's probably fucking raped a child.
Yeah, or that it's something like that where he's. I heard other rumors of people now probably just irresponsibly fucking mouthing off and talking shit, but somebody implying that the black guy that Rekida's friends with, he's grooming Rekida's kids to have sex with them when they get older or something. And it's like, holy shit, that's pretty fucked up. But it is possible, judging by Rekida's behavior,
If you've just been observing Rekida even a little bit, you know that.
Yeah, you know that he's a barely functional psychopath who has zero control over his emotions and is incredibly publicly corrupt in obvious ways that everyone else just buries their heads in the sand about.
Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. N word. He's not one of those psychopaths that's like secretly really good at
he's not like
manipulating people, or has like some kind of extreme hidden talent where he's really great at one thing. He's not good at anything.
What's that show?
He's not a good lawyer. He's not good at making fucking videos, but apparently he really wants to make videos. That's a real telling fucking red flag. That he's got a fucking law degree and he's basically given that up so that he can make YouTube videos where he's be clowning himself like a woman.
And also, like, kind of weirdly clueless about the law. Like, we've seen him just be utterly in the dark about a very basic legal situation that he was just. And of course, then he's also taking money from guys like Ethan Ralph to basically do damage control and cover up for him until it blows up in his face. That's the only reason why that came out. And if you're really not an honest person unless you knew that up front.
And everyone's now fucking celebrating. Everyone's celebrating that Ethan Ralph is like, oh, we finally caught Ethan Ralph, and he's getting in trouble now. And it's like, this is just the start.
Yeah. This is just, as one of our peers once said, this is just the beginning. But yeah, what was that one show with fucking Ultron, whatever? Ultron California, where he was like he was a criminal, master criminal who fucking turns himself to the FBI with a list of like all of. I think it was called Blacklist, where he gives the names of all his former co-conspirators so he can have them essentially taken out, and that's what the show is like. Every episode is just another name on the list that he's having the FBI or fucking whoever. Or CIA shut down, essentially. That kind of psychopath. Definitely not fucking Rekida.
Nowhere
definitely
near
not even
that
close
level.
to that level. He's more like a dumb. He's a big dumb, and he's got the big gay, which again, none of this is my observation.
It's really,
all stuff that he came out and proved out in the open.
Calling him a psychopath is almost like doing
it's a compliment at this point.
It's undeserved credit.
Yeah.
And really, it would be more accurate to just call him special needs.
Yes.
He's autistic.
An effeminate special needs person.
Okay, no, I can't say that. What are you, Down syndrome?
The same way that, Jack Murphy was going around being like an alpha male Chad. And then people are like, oh, can you believe it? He said but he's actually a fucking soy boy. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people that you worship, that you think are fucking still cool because they call themselves alpha males or whatever. But they're obviously cuckolds by their public behavior. They've had whining, crying fits like little girls. We reduced Rekida to having a screaming, crying bitch fit on his own show
The
without
key
even
thing
trying multiple
also,
times.
I'm seeing this like in my face on Twitter constantly is just people like Andy Worski. He's taking it to fucking
Yeah, that's another
comics.
example. Andy
Andy
Worski's a
Worski is
complete
exactly
moron.
as bad, but he just doesn't have as much of a following.
And
He's
all this,
exactly the same
yeah,
person.
all of this ties in together, of course, with this because it's all part of the status blindness that everyone gives themselves. So when it comes to ya boy Zach not having permission to promote or talk about, that's why for the past couple of years you never saw ya boy Zach even mention Tim or Mark or Common America or Walmart or any of that shit. But again, he's like authentically retarded. In fact, he's not really functional anymore. People have noticed he's gone way off the fucking skids lately, and by lately I mean over the past year, where he's like sort of babbling to himself in public spaces, to the point where it's putting off other people in public, and like security has to approach him and be like, "Hello, is something wrong with you, sir?" Because you're talking incoherently into your phone. You don't seem to be saying coherent thoughts. You seem to just be babbling like a
You
moron.
seem to be attempting to make a YouTube video, but it sucks so bad.
Yes.
I have to come in and fucking be concerned.
Sir, your YouTube video sounds like it's going to be some moronic, sputtering babble. Are you okay? Are you okay, my boy Zach?
You,
Oh, wait, they recognize him.
my boys, do you need some help making? They're almost like Clippy. They're coming in like Clippy.
Yes.
Do you need some help actually making a coherent argument?
Do you need help being a cogent human being with rational thoughts? I thought so. But anyways, yeah,
Don't
that's the
say
thing is that
no. Don't wait for the translation. Answer me
answer me
now.
now. The translation now we wait till he translates from ape. But but that's the thing is that Richard sort of it's like this weird backroom shit where Ethan doesn't want Richard talking about this, but Richard also never clearly got the message where Ethan's like, I don't like those guys. Don't talk. He won't say to Richard, "Hey, you're not allowed to talk to about these guys." He'll be like, "I don't want anyone talking about them. Don't promote them." Like John Malin
They
got the point.
backstabbed
When
me.
when somebody brings up iconic comics in front of John Malin immediately starts sputtering and changes the subject every time. And it's happened on stream, of course, where they're caught. See, this is why it's incredibly stupid for these people to constantly be streaming. And I don't mean just Malin or Ethan or Richard, but all of them. There's hundreds of people streaming every single day who should never be streaming because they're just catching themselves doing stupid shit. Liam's one of the only exceptions. Liam, I think, should stream more because
But
it's to our
precisely because
benefit.
of this.
Even he knows that a lot of his streams are to our benefit, so he hides them. The thing is that people now cow watch him so closely and almost obsessively that anytime he tries to, every video he makes, every stream he makes, and I have no qualms about letting him know this in public because I'm sure, well, we already know, we found the tells that Liam watches all of our videos. So he'll watch this one too, but every stream Liam will ever do will be archived by somebody else. I don't do any of this shit, but other people come to me and are like, "Hey, check it out. Here's a secret mirror." And I don't link them to anyone ever. I don't even link them to people on my Discord. I just look at them and I'm like, "Oh, interesting." And so there are just all these secret archives of every video that Liam Gray has ever done, and he'll never find them. I know that for sure. And even if he does think he'll find them, he still won't find all the others that other people do. Because that's the thing. Now he has fucking basically Kiwi Farms level of attention, which is the sort of higher
He
end
should
of
have
Kiwi
known.
Farms, though, not the Comics Gate tier of Kiwi Farms, which
He
is
should have
retarded.
known not to fucking do this. I mean,
Yeah, it's really see. That's the thing. That's why we don't do daily streams. It's like, what am I gonna say? That my wife two times me, so she says, "Shut up, you're always talking."
well,
But in Italian, it sounds much nicer. But really, that's the kind of thing. Is it like, what am I gonna fucking stream so I can let dumb shit slip that people will fucking that
I
people
have
would
things
obsess
to do
about?
that streaming would fucking interfere with,
Yeah,
such as creating,
yeah,
writing,
exactly. If I streamed every
thinking.
day, I would want to take a day off and be like, there's other shit I would rather do. The thing is that other people, these people who stream every day, they're bougie. A lot of them were
Yeah,
already rich. Ricada he lived off of a trust fund where he could buy subscribers to guarantee that his channel would have
which is
growth, even
why
if it's
he has a
artificial.
following at all. Is just the fact that he got bumped up in the algorithm, so people automatically think that makes him good.
Yeah, that's the inherent nature of status. People see somebody is popular and they immediately like, I have to like that person. They're already popular.
Unfortunately,
Ricada himself said that that's how he judges opinions and facts and stuff. Is
with a
he
red flag.
says that he bases them on who's fucking already popular. And if
And
somebody's not popular but they tell the truth, then he will actually push for them being slandered and say that it's false
we've warned people about all this stuff before,
for
and
decades.
there's still more to come.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
it's
stuff
going
that
to
I
keep
won't even get the
escalating.
chance to warn people about, but all I can tell you is already, I mean, these are the red flags. You see somebody who's fame seeking, they're going to detonate, and you're probably going to end up being an unironic fan of them and make yourself look stupid in retrospect
Yeah, and
by
then they
doing it.
embarrass themselves. Like the E-celeb then embarrasses themselves, and we saw that happen with Ethan Ralph, where we were like, "Oh, Ethan Ralph is this? He's a disingenuous, dishonest
We
person," and
discovered
people are
that.
like, "Oh, you guys are fucking jealous."
We revealed that Ethan Ralph was actually a fraud.
We got him to reveal it himself, even while people like Andy Worski were still friends with him, and that pissed off Worski when you mentioned that. When we both like tag team fucking raped Andy
Mhm.
Worski, we fucking horrifically violated Andy Worski on Twitter just last week. Before the second episode of the whole Kino Casino, where they're gonna do the whole the fuck Ralph show, and we fucking my brother kind of jumped in and sort of trolled the people who
I
were going to
felt
be
the
on,
need to
and
point this
Worski threw
out
a fit.
because, again, we warned them with fucking Ethan Ralph at the beginning
Yeah,
and they didn't listen. And now they're all like, they're basically celebrating the destruction of Ethan Ralph
yeah, and
after the fact.
I directly said that to Worski too, and he blocked both of us because of it, which is funny
And so
at his
now I'm
expense
telling
though.
everybody right now another red flag. First off, if you tell the truth and somebody blocks you, that's a red flag. Secondly, Andy Worski was absolutely in the pocket of Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
Another red flag.
Oh, that was another thing also but Ricada also. That was the thing I said is that Ricada, of course, isn't going to say any of the facts about Ethan Van Sciver because he's in Ethan's pocket. And holy shit, the meltdown that Ricada had proving that it was true. The meltdown, Ricada had a meltdown proving me right, which is a universal constant, by the way. If you've never known that about human nature, that's how human nature works. A lot of people don't know that and never will. We do though. We're just better. We're superior to everyone else. Hey, I don't want to be. I didn't ask for. I never asked for this. People gave it to me willingly.
I didn't want to be superior, and it's not because I'm so amazing. It's because everyone else is so pathetic.
They're so inferior. I
I'm
didn't want
not
it to
that
be this
much
way.
better than everyone else. They are just that much worse.
They're just that much more inferior. Anyways, so we were gonna do like an extra bonus thing, but you know what? That could be another episode. Wow, we get to space out all these fucking so much free content here.
Yeah, just fucking digging. Just fucking look at all this gold that we're providing all you ingrates. You should be paying $60 a
Yes.
month.
Yes. But also it's like the point of this video was we just revealed the keys to understanding the human animal and life itself. And most people just aren't gonna it's just gonna bounce off everyone's heads.
It's we
And
fucking
that's just
cracked the
another reason
human
for us to laugh
genome.
at them.
It's like we've discovered DNA, and you people are going to have a crying fit because we said something that was racist.
Yes, exactly. We fucking mapped the bell curve and you're like, this makes me uncomfortable. That's who we are, and you're nothing. But also, the way that we had a good long laugh at Andy Worski's expense, we have a good long laugh at pretty much everyone else's expense as well.
There sure are a lot of them. That's the thing, is these are the future lol cows. They're already lol cows. It's just that a lot of people haven't figured it out yet. Basically, fucking Liam is like a more boring Christian.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is then Ethan Van Sciver is also then a more boring version of Liam, essentially. And only because, here's the thing, Liam wasn't true until we pushed Liam over the edge. Liam was just equally as boring as Ethan Van Sciver. They were the exact same kind of person. In fact, down to some of the same genes of, being dishonest. Also, they're both psychopaths as well.
The Untermensch genes, which are they just go everywhere. Probably slightly Chinese.
But also, what are you, fucking Chinese? Whatever your race is, it's half Jewish, half Chinese. But the other genetic markers that they have, like accidentally telling on themselves, contradicting themselves beyond their control, their desperate hunger for fame and attention and validation, telling people just bullshit that they don't believe just because they know other people want to hear it, that kind of shit. That's all genetic too. And Liam and Ethan share those features, but what happened was Liam got fucking pushed beyond the breaking point. And so the reason why he's having all these meltdowns and shit is because of what we did to him, what we goaded him into just easily walking.
His hair looks like that now because somebody put duct tape on his ceiling.
Yes, and also he got the headaches again, as he put it. So again, considering we did that to Liam, we did that to Ethan, we did that to Ricada, we did it to Worski. It just to varying degrees.
I think it's Ricada, actually, who recently got a promotion working at the bank. He's branch manager now.
Oh, that's pretty good.
How does he drive in handcuffs?
If he's in a car, who's driving? What's the difference between him and Aspirin?
Ricada and Liam Gray are all in a car. Who's driving?
Yes. What's the difference between him and Aspirin?
Aspirin works. Fucking.
Here's the real question. We'll leave you on this question for today. Was Shakespeare right about all of the lawyers? Personally, I think so. I think he could.
We'll leave you on this question, actually. If Liam Gray is wearing a suit, what do you say to him?
Will the defendant please rise?
That one's very suitable, since he actually has that fucking
criminal conviction.
The criminal conviction for punching an elderly woman.
And then after that happened, plus he's also definitely murdered dogs. I mean, there's fucking, it's not even a joke anymore. He has absolutely killed dogs.
This one, yeah, there's nothing funny to be said about the fact that he ran a puppy mill. He murdered puppies. He murdered dogs.
Well, he had to kill the excess unsellables, which means he had to liquidate the unsellable fucking stock, which means killing puppies. The thing is, at first I thought that was just like a joke, until he himself said that he cured all of his dogs of parvo, and then in the next second said only one died. And it's like, you just contradicted yourself in the time span of 1 second.
Well, I mean, he contradicted. That's 3 contradictions at the same time. First off, saying that he cured them all, then admitting he didn't cure them all. And on top of that, he somehow discovered the cure for parvo.
Yeah, which if you look up parvo, anyone looks up parvo, it says right up front, incurable disease. A dog may survive parvo, but usually when it's grown already, can better handle the debilitating, crippling disease, and never the same afterwards. They're usually crippled for life.
Puppies in particular don't survive.
Yeah, they gas the puppies or fucking give them an injection just to spare them the suffering Whereas Liam says all he had to do was just feed him a little water and some chicken soup and some fucking a
Some
little bit
fucking
of chocolate
Sprite,
or something,
some
probably.
diet Sprite or some shit.
Yeah, some fucking chicken soup
Fucking
and some Sprite. That's it.
what was the other one though? Fucking
Some chocolate.
pizza can feed a family of 4.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm trying to remember all the other ones. The Christmas tree had colored balls, that kind of shit. That's.
Also, I'm thinking about the fucking just I got respect for a toilet. I value the
I
opinion of a
value
toilet.
the opinion of a toilet. Anyways, yeah, we'll wrap up on that. There's a bunch of good Liam content that you can't get anywhere else. The fucking actual deep dives and fucking top tier information and the most supreme fucking elder god tier roasting of Liam that you can't get from anyone else on YouTube. The other people on YouTube thinking that they're roasting Liam are fucking they're child's pose tier. They're fucking like half of no-brained N-word monkey tier.
Yeah, the
Fucking
fucking the pure fucking N-wordness of it. At this point now, I have to wonder just if we're gonna have to go beyond the goofy, corny ass jokes and just say that fucking America is a comic skate culture that worships comic skate.
American culture is centered around comic skate.
So it's centered around comic skate.
Anyways, yeah. So all the other people and their low IQ takes. If you want somebody with, if you want people who've seen into the future and are essentially creating the opinions that everyone else will have, check us out on Subscribe. Start below. Like, unshare, whatever, and should have listened to Shitty Web Comics.